What's good? What's good? Mason Graham selected. There has been a trade, if you haven't already known, unless you're living under a rock. The Jacksonville Jaguars move up to number 2, select Travis Hunter. Great pick in my opinion. Abdul Carter goes number 3, where we thought. Will Campbell, Mason Graham, and Ashton Jeanty is there at 6. There is rumors the Raiders do not take him. If they pass on this man, this is absolutely insane and just a travesty, bro. Travesty. Just an absolute travesty. What's good? What's good? What's good? Wild first round. Pretty much everybody had the picks right. First 5, except for the trade. I think this is an absolute, probably the best move of the draft in my opinion. Yes, Jacksonville gave up a lot, but yo, they get probably the top, if not top 2. What's good? What's good? Appreciate you pulling up. Receiver in this draft, and then they also get, some could say, the best corner in this draft. So you have weapons for Trevor Lawrence, and you have Travis Hunter with Brian Thomas Jr. in Jacksonville. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. And they still have, well, I think they gave up a lot of picks, so they still have picks coming. But damn, what do y'all think so far? Is it going to be Ashton Jeanty? Raiders. What's good? What's good, man? I got family and shit over, so I'm not going to be on long. But, of course, I got to be on for the number 6 pick. This is the position I did not want the Raiders to be in. Ashton Jeanty, all the talk of us taking a tackle. If they pass on this man, it is absolutely wild. Just wild. I don't know what I'm going to do. What's good? What's good? Shador for sure. We shall see. We shall see. I'd be surprised if he goes in the first round, really, with all the talks, unless it's all smoke. I mean, character is a huge thing in the NFL. And if your character is not up there, bro, they talking about body language. They're not even talking about just the way he talks. They're talking about his body language. We hear in every interview the I and me, which a lot of people said. I don't know if that's first round talent. Talent-wise, yes. But do you really want that in the locker room? And I think that's the problem. I don't think it's a question of Shador's talent. Is he talented enough to be a first-round pick? I mean, when you look at Kenny Pickett and, you know, a list of, I don't mean to just throw his name out there, but the list of first-round quarterbacks that, you know, didn't pan out, or Sam Darnold that took 5 years to pan out, or Geno Smith, the Raiders quarterback that took 7 years, 8 years before he panned out. Taking guys in the first round is not, you know, with character issues are red flags, any red flags. 56 sacks. That's not all offensive line. But when you put it on your offensive line, it just doesn't look good for your character. No matter how good of an athlete you are. I mean, look at Jalen Carter. There was a lot of talk about him falling. He didn't even have character issues. It was just off the field, you know, wanted to drive too fast. The Henry Ruggs shit happens in the NFL. Come on, the pick is in. We're picking already. Let's go, let's go. Please tell me it's Ashton Jeanty. God. Please. I'm going to turn this in. If I get flagged, I get flagged. Hopefully not. What's good? What's good? Appreciate y'all rocking with me. What do y'all think so far about the draft? I should probably have my glasses on so I can see the comments. But
with the 6th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah! Let's go, baby! Let's fucking go! Let's go! Let's go! Finally! They get it right! They get it right! The Raiders got it right. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to the nation, my boy. Woo-wee. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's trade back up. There's teams that want to get, you know. Let's trade back into the first. That's what I want to see. Trade back to the first. Hell yes. Ashton Genty, baby. What? I gotta get glasses. Hold on. There gotta be somewhere. Oh yeah, baby girl had them. Fuck. Ooh. Do I watch the NHL? Yeah. You think what? What the what? Not Shador for sure. I don't know if it's Shador at all. Woo! He looks good in that silver and black too. I like it. I don't know. I'm not mad, but I believe we could have gone Genty later. How much later though? And who was going to trade back? If we were trading back, somebody's taking him. You can't pass on that man. You can't pass on that man. It's the right move. It's the right move. I love the smoke. I love to talk about Membu. Sorry, I had to not throw up in my mouth. Calvin Banks Jr. would have been a great pick for the Raiders. But at 6, and you pass on guys like Ashton Genty, Nick Eamon-Wari, Jahdae Barron, Jahad Campbell, Mekhi Williams. I know we don't need edge rusher, but damn, bro. You can't pass on guys like that. So the Raiders got it right, in my opinion. This is going to be nasty, nasty work. And I don't know how much later we could have got them. All the talk in the draft was Chicago was trying to move up to get him. Obviously, they weren't willing to pay what Jacksonville paid to move up to number 2, which, I've also said Chicago is stupid if they trade up for Ashton Genty. When you have a guy like Trayvon Henderson, I wouldn't have been mad with that pick. I would have been absolutely just ecstatic. But yes, I'm straight with that. Straight with this pick. Hey, and Jack doesn't have to leave the house, right? Jack, he can still sleep in his bed. He still got his own room. my man Jack Spytek, he still gets to stay in the crib. He still gets to be part of the family. He don't have to leave and shit. What do you mean? Height is the best for running back. 5'8", almost 5'9". I mean, a quarter of an inch. What's a quarter of an inch? But 5'9", 5'10". Look at all the greats. I mean, what was Barry Sanders? 5'8", 5'9". Emmitt Smith. The list goes on and on and on. I mean, LT. Like, these guys weren't huge running backs. Your geology professor? Hell yeah. Smart man. It's a great pick, bro. It's absolutely a great pick. I mean, yes, they could have took a tackle, but I could see him taking a swing on either one of the tackles. Was it Devon Jackson, the Ohio State left tackle? I could see him taking a chance on the hell's the other tackle. in the second round, or moving back up into the first. I would love to see him move back up into the first. That would be the best way this draft could have possibly gone. There's a lot of teams that have talked about trading out of the first round. Do the Raiders do some crazy shit and trade back into the first round? I mean, we have a third, a fourth, and a projected fifth, or a third and maybe two fourths, or sorry, two fourths and a fifth. However that works out next year, we get 3 picks minimum. I think 4 is the max, but we could get 4 from the talent that we lost, depending on how they play. So we have capital. We have people in the building that have been talked about being traded. Thayer Mumford. You have Dylan Parham. They've talked about trading my guy Michael Mayer, AOC, the cerebral assassin. That would be wild. That would be wild. There's tackles in later rounds. I believe there are. Ariante Esmery. I think that dude's just a raw talent that needs to pack on some pounds, put on some weight. And he's athletic. He has the size. He has, crazy arm length. There's some tackles we can get. But really, yeah, Connolly Jr., I like Connolly, man. He was one of the best. One of the best tackles until he got hurt. He has one of the biggest upsides. Another guy that's just raw. It's a development. What better organization than to develop your guys? You got Joe Philbin in the building. I don't think Pete Carroll would have hired his son to be the offensive line coordinator if he didn't think he could do it. So Dylan Gabriel, I don't think that's even a possibility. I would put money on it. We have a better chance of getting Riley Leonard before we get Dylan Gabriel. And I wouldn't put it past the Raiders, taking a chance. Armin Membu, told you. The Jets, Armand Membu, that was easy. Will Howard, not bad either. I really liked Will Howard. I was one of the biggest Jackson Dart advocates, saying that Jackson Dart was going in the first round. I've even put money on it. Jackson Dart's going in the first round. I really feel he was.
Jimmy, let's put down the box.
I'm live right now.
Closest thing to a machete we're gonna find. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but
Go out there, start hacking. Boom!
I'm on the live butcher knife.
And cut those motherfuckers down. Just start cutting them down.
So yeah, man. I mean,
They're like, Mom!
but yeah, I think Howard would be a great pick, but I think we're gonna have to take him in the third, which would be a little high in my opinion. Now, if he falls to the fourth, I'm down with that. They took Genty. I see something else coming. Lawrence, my guy, what's good? Appreciate you. Ashton Genty, the pick. I see something big coming though. I feel like they're not done tonight. There's teams like Philly that's talked about, moving out. There's teams like Atlanta that want to move back. There's teams like Miami that could possibly want to move back. They said there were 7 teams in the top 10 willing to move out. We know Tennessee wasn't one of them. So that leaves 2 more teams that weren't willing to trade back. But there's, we're at the 7th pick. There's still 3 teams that could be possibly willing to trade out of the top 10. Is there a guy in the top 10 that they see they want to go get? Or possibly take a chance at a Nick Emanwari or a Jahdae Barron later in these rounds, coming up within the next couple picks? To me, that's a playoff draft. First day 1. Hopefully he can be the next Tomlinson. Oh, bro, if he stays healthy, now that's the problem. That's the big question they had. You know, he's got tread on the tires. He's got wear and tear. But if Ashton Genty stays healthy and he don't have to carry the ball 30, 35 times a game with Geno, he's not going to. We have Brock Bowers. It's going to be limited numbers. And I think in those limited carries, he's going to be a top 5 running back this year. I'm not talking next year. You know, I hope it's next year and the next years and the next years, the next 5 years until that contract is up. I hope he's the top back in the NFL, you know, but top 5, I could see instantly. The man's vision, his contact balance, his yards after the tackle, just the way he catches the ball out of the backfield even. He has to work on his blocking, which that's going to be a problem, but we didn't bring in Mostert for nothing, so he's not going to get the brunt of the carries. In my opinion, I think they're going to use him wisely. They're going to use him very wisely. We have other backs that can take the load off his shoulders. All the backs can help take the load off of Geno's shoulders. And how are you going to stop Brock Bowers with Ashton Genty in the backfield? It's not possible, bro. I'm telling you. It's not possible. It is not possible. I don't care how good Denver's defense is. I don't care how good the Chargers or Kansas City's defense is. This makes us contenders in the division very, very fast. Very, like, day one, bro. A running game in a Pete Carroll, in a Chip Kelly system is going to be nasty for the NFL. Dude, I'm a diehard Viking fan, but this upcoming season gonna be nothing to fuck with like the Wu-Tang. I mean, I believe that 100%. If Geno can turn over, you know, can stop the turnovers and play smart and doesn't have to do it all, we're contenders, bro. We're contenders. If the defense stays healthy, which is a big if, there's already talks about, you know, Christian Wilkins. Come on, man. I'm in the middle of a live, yo. There's always already talked about Christian Wilkins. I don't know if it's facts or from the sources coming from. I wouldn't listen to shit he says. You know, if the dude said the sky was falling, I wouldn't be looking outside. Just in my opinion. But maybe he knows something we don't know. If Christian Wilkins is injured, look for us to go defensive tackle, you know, but yo, this defense is nasty. If they're healthy, if we somehow go get Jalen Ramsey, I mean, we need a quarterback. I mean, Geno's not the greatest, but with the Ashton Genty behind him and a Brock Bowers and the Jacoby Myers, I think Geno's going to be better than he ever has any year of his career this year. I know he had a DK Metcalf. I know he had a Tyler Lockett. I know last year he had, you know, Jackson Smith. But, bro, I'm telling you, with the running backs we have, with the tight end he has, that you're going to move around, mix around, put anywhere, like, this team is going to be scary with Ashton Genty. It turns our offense into contenders this year, and if our defense is healthy, look out. I'm saying, look out. I was looking at Grant in the second round. George Grant, I would take in the second round in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Wow. I did not see that coming. The Carolina Panthers took T-Mac over Jalen Walker? Over Jahdae Barron when you need help on both sides of man, I don't know about that. I guess when you got a quarterback, you know, that's 5'10", probably needs all the help he can get. Having those 50-50 balls, 7:03 in Mexico time. Salute to Mexico. What's good? What's good? 6:04 here. But getting a guy like T-Mac, woo-hoo. Could be a lot of 50-50 balls. That's going to help this team a lot. It's going to help their quarterback, help them get out of pressure. You can just throw the ball up in the air. Wild, absolutely wild. We need a quarterback. Not messing with the Red Kingdom. Stop, bro. The Chiefs are on a downslide, and you can take this to the bank. I would not be surprised if the Kansas City Chiefs somehow end up 3rd or 4th in this division this year. Look at Patrick Mahomes the last couple years. He's about to lose Travis Kelce. He was not great last year. He was okay in the playoffs. Pacheco is not the same Pacheco before the injury. They lost Hunt in free agency. The Chiefs are going to struggle, bro. Mark my words. You heard it here first. Raiders Unleashed. They're going to struggle. I don't want us to, but I think we're going to trade Mayer. I hope not. I hope not. You got to have two. I mean, we're going to run a lot of 12 personnel. 12 personnel with Ashton Genty? Come on, yo. Who's stopping that?
These are great.
Who was stopping that?
She wants to take those home for yard toys. There's nothing wrong.
Nobody's stopping that. Nick's Herbert. Y'all still dead ass Mahomes last. You'll see, bro. You'll see. Go watch the last 3 seasons, Raiders against Kansas City. Go even watch last year, bro. Aiden O'Connell should have won that game. They fucked up a botched snap. Aiden O'Connell threw for 340 yards, 2 touchdowns. Everybody says he's not a starter. They almost beat him the game before that. It wasn't a blowout. They beat him on Christmas Day the year before. Like, we've had the Chiefs number. I'm not scared of the Chiefs. The Broncos have beat the Chiefs last year. The Chargers are coming up. I'm telling you, watch. Andy Reid's getting up there. Them trick-ass plays ain't going to keep working all the time. Could be a very, very easily. Not too many teams. I mean, just look at facts. Look at history. The 49ers, right? Look at their roster. Did their roster change? They had a couple injuries.
No.
They lost to Kansas City. They lost to Kansas City in the Super Bowl. And the next year, they didn't even make the playoffs. They were horrible. The 49ers were bad after losing in the Super Bowl. You think Kansas City is just going to constantly keep coming back after losing in the Super Bowl? You know, that dynasty can't last forever, bro. Dynasties don't last forever. Players fade, players get hurt. They've been very good with the injury bug as of late. You can't keep the same luck in the NFL over and over and over again. And the way Philadelphia put that ass whooping on them, the same, you know, they took that recipe from the Raiders. Pressure Patrick Mahomes. He's not great if you can put pressure on him constantly. No quarterback is, really. No way we are a dynasty, bro. We are about to beef up the O-line. Hunt is our running back. We got him back. He's still not, like, yeah, they rushed over 100 yards last year a game. They used, 3-4 different running backs. We'll see. That's just my take. We have Noah Gray, well and waiting to step up. He's a damn good tight end. He makes a bunch of plays. He's not Brock Bowers. He's not consistent. Nowhere near consistent as Travis Kelce, bro. Like, Travis Kelce has been the security blanket for Patrick Mahomes for year after year after year since he's been a rookie, bro. Like, that security blanket is not what it used to be. It's not as fast. I don't care what he says. Like, it shows on tape. He's not the guy. Like, you decline in the NFL. You take hit after hit after hit. 100 catches every year. That's abuse, bro. like
Yeah, she
never
dropped-
missing games.
I think maybe she dropped like something in the diaper and then it just was in there.
Kelvin Banks Jr.
Wow. The Saints take Calvin Banks. Don't even take a quarterback. What? But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Their offensive line could get better. It could not get better. They lost guys. They always lose guys. You're not. I mean, I know it's great drafting, great recruiting. It's also great, development in that organization. But it don't last forever, bro. I mean, the 49ers, the Cowboys, all of them had great runs. None of them have lasted long as the Chiefs. That shit's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's got to. It has to. One day. It's got to come to a stop. And we are just a couple of good draft picks away. And, maybe a Jalen Ramsey at corner to lock down one of those sides
She likes her face touched. She's all.
from being a damn contender. No matter who our quarterback is.
Then she likes her feet touched too. She ticklish. Just a little more.
Well, all right, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up. I just wanted to get on here for a little bit. I'll be live after the draft to break everything down, to talk more. When there's not family and people shit yelling in my ear, but appreciate everybody pulling up. Raiders! Much love, y'all. Peace. I'll be live
Yeah, I know.
probably 9 o'clock.
Searching your room.
Like,
What?
Do you have